I move on back to Israel. And the SNP Front-Bench spokesperson made a number of key points about human rights and illegal settlements. And the issue of illegal settlements is possibly the top issue around human rights. They are in breach of international law. And the continued expansion on them that we're seeing, and the pace rapidly increasing, especially since the Trump administration in the US, our government must object to the expansion of illegal settlements in the strongest possible terms in all relevant fora, not least in trade negotiations. We know that settlements in occupied Palestinian territory, as I say, are illegal in international law, and this includes settlements in East Jerusalem as well as in the West Bank. The United Nations Security Council Resolution 2334 states, I quote, "The establishment of settlements in the Palestinian territory occupied since 1967 has no legal validity and constitutes a flagrant violation of international law," unquote. These settlements entrench division, and I know from having met with Palestinians when I visited the West Bank that these settlements were making the prospect of a just and lasting peace deal even harder to achieve. It was around 5 years ago that I was told this, and I fear the prospects have only got worse since then. The recent change of government in Israel does offer an opportunity for a change in approach, especially as the formal proposal, the previous government that threatened to annex the West Bank, has been stopped after widespread, and I must say near universal, opposition, including from parliamentarians from across all parties here in Westminster. So, however, while this formal annexation has been stopped, the expansion of illegal settlements is continuing, and Palestinian families in East Jerusalem and the West Bank continue to experience eviction from their homes and even demolition of their homes and property. Mr. Paisley, both the EU's agreement and the following continuity agreement signed between the UK and Israel mandated that goods from illegal settlements would be excluded from the preferential terms of any UK-Israeli trade agreement. On this issue, I have a few questions I'd like to put to the Minister. Firstly, will the Minister confirm that the UK government still supports the principle of non-preferential trade for goods from illegal settlements? And will the government uphold this non-preferential treatment in any future FTA or any deal with Israel? Secondly, does the government know the levels of known UK trade currently with Israeli settlements? And additionally, will the Minister make clear that British companies have an obligation to ensure that their products and services are not used in grave breaches of international law?